What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman of GBP Daily. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Rob's Table Talk. I'm here like I am every day to talk with you guys about some Packers football. We are in week 2 of my daily chats with you guys, and I've enjoyed every minute of it so far. So, for those of you who have been hopping on with me talking football, I really appreciate it. Anyways, let's get to it. It is game day, preseason or not. I'm pumped to watch some Packers football and see what Jordan Love can do in tonight's game and in the next couple of preseason games because we all know what the situation is with Jordan. Ultimately, it rides on what Aaron decides to do next year. If Aaron leaves, Jordan will be our guy, most likely. If Aaron stays next year, then we'll probably look to trade Jordan and hopefully get some decent capital in return. So only time will tell with that situation. Good news for Jordan tonight. He'll have the starting line out there blocking for him. He'll have Romeo Doubs, Juwan Winfrey, Aaron Rodgers to throw to, and guys like Tyler Goodson out of Iowa, maybe Patrick Taylor, depending on how he's feeling, B.J. Baylor, Dexter Williams in the backfield next to him. So those of you in the comments, go ahead and drop your predictions for the night's game, whether it's final score, who scores the first touchdown, which player has a good game, whatever you're thinking, shoot it in the comments, and we'll get some conversations started. Before we do that, my prediction for tonight, not that I'm good at predictions. If you watch the shows over the last couple of weeks, I've talked about how last year I predicted the Packers would beat the Saints 35-17, something like that. And we all know what actually happened. So I was way off. Anyways, I'm going to go with the Packers win tonight. Win-loss records, have no correlation in the regular season. But, these guys, all of them, they want to win. And so do the coaches. So I'll go Packers 24, Niners 16. Hoping Jordan Love plays well. I'm excited to see Romeo Doubs out there and Juwan Winfrey in some game action. Also excited to see Aaron Rodgers get some touches. Since last year, he never really got a chance as far as on the offense. A few things I'll be keying in on tonight. Long snapper. We just cut Stephen Wardle last week, so Jack Coco's taken over. Hoping to see some clean operations from him and the rest of the special teams unit. I'm excited to see the obvious Jordan Love. We've seen very little in-game action from him over the last 3 years, so I'm excited for him. Excited to watch him. Hopefully he plays well. That'd be nice for him and everybody else involved. The last and most important thing I'm hoping to see is an injury-free game. So let's get in there, play well, stay healthy. And for those guys fighting for a roster spot, put some things on tape to hopefully better their chances. So bunch of people in the comments already. JM, what's going on? Who's going to be Aaron's first wide receiver? First wide receiver is going to be Allen Lazard, I think. However, I think Tunyon's going to put some pressure on him as far as getting a lot of targets and all that jazz. So Allen Lazard, wide receiver 1. Tunyon, he'll be getting a lot of targets too, although he's a tight end, obviously. So JM, thank you for the question. I appreciate it. Link Dog, what's up, homie? What's happening? Thanks for hopping on with me. I appreciate it. Derek, game day. Let's go. It is game day. Come on now. Tyler, how can we watch the game? That's a great question. I wish I had an answer for you. I honestly don't know. I know in Wisconsin it's broadcasted on the local channels, but for those of you outside Wisconsin, I am not positive. I know you can, find some links and stuff on the internet and watch it that way, but I wish I had more information for you. I'm sorry about that. Lambo Nation, yo, what's up, Lambo Nation? Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate it. Hunter, go Pack, go, baby. Go Pack, go. Mixon, so excited for this season. I'm excited too, man. It hasn't been as long as an off season as last year. Clearly, with Rodgers drama, we didn't have as much of that going on this year. I feel like this offseason has been pretty fun. But yeah, I'm excited for this season. I'm excited for tonight. I'm excited for next Friday. I'll be back up in Lambeau watching the Saints preseason game. However, I will be in the indoor club seats. I've never done that before. So we're gonna try the indoor club seats. I'm sure it'll be nice out, but opportunity came up, and I said, sure, I'll do some indoor club seats. You got your own little concessions, own bathrooms. I was like, I'll give it a shot. Why not? And I got a 1-year-old I'm bringing with me to the game, so probably is a little bit better of a situation to be inside with a little more space to hold her and let her walk around a little bit. John Tracy, Cutler over Fields. Yeah, Cutler wasn't a bad quarterback. He threw a bunch of picks, but he's probably one of the better quarterbacks in Bears history. So yeah. Derek, Jair Alexander, best corner in the league. That is a fact. I think he's better than Jalen Ramsey, no doubt. We saw Jalen get cooked in the Super Bowl. However, they still won, so it gets a little overlooked. I feel like if they were to lose, that would be a big, big highlight, as Jalen got cooked quite a few times. 49ers scouting. Hey, I appreciate you hopping on the stream. I love that. Hey, just showing some respect from the Niners side of things. What are you looking forward to seeing from today's game? Great question, and thank you for the comment. Love some friendly banter back and forth. I'm looking forward to seeing the obvious Jordan Love. And outside of him, which I think everybody's answer is probably him, the receivers, Romeo Doubs, Juwan Winfrey. We've seen Romeo Doubs, and I've seen a lot of his stuff while I was up at practice this last weekend. And I saw him back in minicamp in June when I was up there hanging out. But I'm excited to see Juwan Winfrey. He's been here for a couple years. He's kind of on that fringe as far as the wide receiver group goes. So I'm hoping he comes out and does well. That's what I'm looking forward to from today's game as wide receivers. Rookie Romeo, and then Juwan Winfrey. Lambo Nation, it's so good to say it's game day finally. I know, right? Man. Already August 12th. This week, next week, the week after. 3 preseason games, and then boom, we're already week 1 in Minnesota. Yeah, I'm pumped. Lady Killer 218. Go Pack, go. I'm so hyped. Let's go. Lady Killer. I like it. Jonesy, who's getting reps tonight? All the rookies. Devontae Wyatt had a concussion this week, so I'm not sure that he'll be playing. But most of the rookies, all the undrafted guys, a lot of guys besides, Mercedes, Rodgers, Lazard, Cobb, the veterans, so to speak, or those injured, obviously you won't see out there. But Jordan will have a starting O-line. He'll have the backs in the backfield, Williams, Goodson, Patrick Taylor, BJ Baylor. So we'll get a good look at those guys. And I was listening to Andy Herman earlier this morning. Important game for Patrick Taylor. He was injured during camp, hasn't got a ton of action, and now he's back and hoping he does well. He'll probably start, is what Andy was saying. John Tracy, O-line is what I'm looking at most tonight. Yeah, definitely. I'm right there with you with the starting line out there. We'll get a good look and see how those guys do. And hopefully in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, David will be ready to roll. Royce, this is a good question that I don't know the answer to. Jimmy G playing? I don't know. That's one thing I haven't seen, oddly enough. Lambo Nation, 14-10 final. Who wins, Lambo Nation? I assume you're talking about the Packers winning. But 14-10? Okay, I'll take that. Eric Dobbs, first touchdown. I could see it. Like a 40, 50-yard bomb to Dobby from Jordan. My first touchdown prediction, I think it's going to be a running back. We'll get down there. We'll pound it in. I think Patrick Taylor or Goodson will get the first touchdown. So that's who I'm going with. R Loading, thank you for the comment. I appreciate that. Hey, man, I love your jersey. Love the content as well. Keep it up, player. God bless. God bless you, my man. Thank you for the comment. Yeah, I'm rocking an Aaron Jones salute to service jersey. So the green and yellow, I love the green and yellow. But, you see these black ones. 2 years ago, I think it was like a cream color. I was wearing the Jair one yesterday. Salute to service. They look a little different. Not everybody has them. So I figured why not grab them and and look good while wearing them. Why not? What else we got? Joe, extremely excited for Dobbs. Me too. Eric, is Christian Watson playing tonight? He is not. No, he will not be playing tonight. I did see a report from Dan Graziano earlier this week saying the Packers are hopeful to have him back within the next week or two. So, some good news on the Christian front. SRS, Love will have 2 touchdowns. Yep, I can see it. Tyler, 2017, Packers win. Packers win by 3 points. I love it. A walk-off field goal by the backup kicker. His name's slipping my mind right now, but Derek, how big of an impact do you think Randall Cobb is going to have this season? I think he'll have a big impact. One of the few guys that Rodgers has trust in. Rodgers has trust in Lazard. He's got trust in Mercedes. He's got trust in Tunyon. He's building trust with Romeo. We heard that from Romeo the other day. I think the same can be said about Juwan Winfrey. I think Cobb will, if he can stay healthy. He was having a great year last year and then got injured. That's kind of been his deal is getting hurt. But if he's healthy, look for him to be that third down guy. I was saying before training camp started, the receiver group is good. And I think we'll be just fine as far as the way the offense is ran. But when it's 3rd and 12 late in the game and we got to get a first down to win the game or give ourselves a chance to win the game, we don't have that guy. That one, Devontae was that guy constantly. So I think Cobb will be that guy. Allen will be that guy. Tunyon will be that guy. So, all right. Thank you guys in the chat. John, NFL Network has the game tonight. So for those of you who have NFL Network, you're in luck. Thank you for dropping that in there. Spencer, I love these would you rathers. You've been here a few times. Thank you again for hopping on. Would you rather have an extra finger or an extra toe, and why? Definitely an extra finger. So I'll let you figure out why. De Los Rios, thoughts on Toure? He's been playing well in camp. Him and Danny Davis. So they're right on that edge with Juwan Winfrey. I think if it comes down to Toure and Danny Davis, they probably give the nod to Samori Toure, but mainly because he was drafted. But yeah, I hope one way or the other they stay on the team, whether it's practice squad, whether he has a great preseason, great rest of training camp, maybe makes the roster. It's so early. We've got 3 more games for these guys to show out, and yeah, a lot can happen. John, our defense is going to be top 5 in the league. Yeah, it is. It is going to be top 5 in the league. I completely agree. Who are we versing, Space? We're playing the Niners tonight, baby. Come on now. Aaron, I'm doing good, man. Thanks for hopping on the chat. I appreciate it. Go Green Bay. Yep. Randolph, 2-4. Where do you see our defense ranking this year? Realistically, top 10 for sure. Now, if we stay healthy, it can shoot up there quite a bit. But as you guys all know, injuries are part of the game, so kind of depends on that. Toure or Winfrey for last wide receiver spot? If I had to pick right now, probably Winfrey. I think Rodgers has praised him publicly a couple times for a reason. So I think Juwan has the advantage at least at this point. There's still 3 more games left, a bunch of practices, a lot of time to be had. Tyler, Watson playing? He is not, unfortunately. He will not be playing tonight. Sarah, thank you for hopping on. Cabrera, who's showing the game? NFL Network is showing the game. So if you got NFL Network, you're in luck. 49ers scouting. Thank you again for sticking with the stream. I'd love to have a little banter going on. Just my prediction, no hate from here. 49ers win 26-20. I think Niners jump out in front early, but slow down as our backup quarterbacks are awful. Yeah, that's a fair prediction. Yeah, can't argue with that. Preseason, you never really know what's going to happen. You never know how long guys are going to play, who's going to play. Yeah, 49ers scouting's got the Niners winning 26-20. Now, everybody attacking in the comments. No, I'm just kidding. Just Joe, what do you think about Hill? I assume you're talking about Colin Hill. I believe that's the only Hill we have on the roster. So he keeps talking about being ready for week 1. So I think if he comes back, whether he starts on PUP, I think whenever he's healthy, he'll be back in the lineup. He was good last year. He was good on return. That's where he got hurt, obviously, in that nasty collision, tearing his ACL. But hoping he's ready for week 1. But if I were to bet, he'll probably start on PUP and make his way up. And once he's healthy, I think he'll be back in the rotation, no problem. Peyton 2-4. What's the score going to be tonight? I said it earlier. 24-16 Packers. Like I said, win-loss doesn't really matter. It has zero correlation in the regular season. But it'd be nice for these guys to win. They've been working hard. Coaches want to win. Players want to win. It'd be nice to fly back from San Fran with a win. Put some positive stuff on tape. So, Mitchell Paper, 23-17 Packers. You heard it here first. Yes, sir. We are 1 point off on each of those scores as far as our predictions. Great minds think alike. My man Mitch is in the chat. I love it. I love it. Wally, I'm nervous about our receiver core. I wouldn't say that I'm right there with you as far as being nervous. I talked about it before. I think Devontae leaving clearly is the best receiver in the league. If not, top 2, top 3, depending on what you're arguing. But, yeah, Aaron had Devontae vision last year, and it showed in the 49er game. And when he's gone, we're 7-0 without him under Matt LaFleur. So I think it'll let Aaron scan the field and actually play through the offense a little bit more, which, I'm not going to say is better than having Devontae vision because you can basically throw the ball to Devontae and he'll catch it any time. But I'm not nervous. I'm hopeful. That's where I'm at. Love the rotating floating helmet. Need that for the man cave. Yes, sir. They are normally very expensive, like $100 and some bucks, but during Christmas it was like half off. So scored it for like 40. Had to. I wanted it for a couple years and I was like, that doesn't even make any sense. It's too expensive. What's your favorite Aaron Rodgers game ever? Outside of the Super Bowl, clearly, where he went off. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks against the number 2 overall defense in the Steelers. That defense was nasty. Troy Polamalu, all those dudes. But outside of that, the same year against the Falcons down in Atlanta, that's probably one of his best games of his career. He was just on one. Whew, I have a $100 bet with my buddy who's a shitty diehard Bears fan. LOL, what a miserable life. Who will have a better record this year, the Bears or the Panthers? Oh, man. That's tough. The Bears they're not looking good this year. And then you hear the Roquan Smith news. Man. Yeah, I'll go with the Panthers. I don't think they're going to be that good, but I think they'll probably have a 1 or 2 game better record than the Bears. Evan, I'll be at the preseason game today. Well, you better be loud, Evan. I know you will be. Enemy territory, let's go. I know there's going to be a bunch of green and gold there, so you'll have some buddies at the game with you. Are we going to sign an all-pro receiver? Dot, I'm afraid not. I wish, but I don't think we will. Jason, I'm excited to see Romeo Doubs. Me too. That's one of the guys I'm excited to watch tonight, him and Juwan Winfrey. Best A-Rod moment is 4th and 8 for the division walk-off on Soldier Field. No better feeling than besides the Super Bowl win. That was an amazing game. There was 3 4th downs on that drive. One that Kuhn converted, one that Jordy converted, and then obviously the 4th and 8 to win the game, win the North. If we would have lost, we went home. So that was a true winner go home game. And when you win the North. You go to the playoffs. But I'm afraid that year we also lost to the Niners on a walk-off field goal, which, man, that hurts thinking about. Who do you think is going to get the most touchdowns and most yards in the wide receiver spots? I'm going to go with Lazard for the most yards. Most touchdowns. I think it'll be kind of even across the board, something like Lazard with 7 or 8, Cobb with 4 or 5, Romeo with 4 or 5, Christian with like 4 or 5 receiving, maybe 1 or 2 rushing. But yeah, I think Lazard is going to be the clear one. Not that this offense necessarily needs a clear one, but I think he'll be that. What do you think about our offensive line? A friend of mine always says, I only worry about my kids. But if I were to worry about something else, it would probably be the O-line, especially if David's not ready for week 1. I'm hopeful, just like I am about a bunch of other things. I'm hopeful they can put it together, and we'll see tonight because the starting O-line is going to be out there. So, all right, folks, a bunch more in here, but I got to wrap it up. I got some stuff to do today. Calling it a day here for Rob's Table Talk. Before I let you guys go, I wanted to show you a few cool things I got from my great uncle who passed last year and my great aunt who were doing some cleaning out of their place. This is one of the 6 that I got. There's some Danbury mint mugs, and each of them got different photos, different names to them on the bottom. And yeah, it's cool things like this that I love collecting. And my late great uncle and my great aunt are huge Packer fans. They went to Super Bowl 31 down in New Orleans, got to witness the Packers win a Super Bowl. They've got all sorts of cool stuff. So super appreciative of them giving me some pieces of their collection. So just want to show you guys. Thought it was pretty cool. Packer logo on the inside, some names on the bottom of each cup. That is stuff that I love. Okay, another great chat in the books. I will be going live every single day, Monday through Friday, just to talk it up with you guys. I've got no agenda, nothing other to do than just say what's up, talk about everything happening with the team. So if that's something you enjoy doing as well, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter, whether it's my personal at Rob Westerman 3 or at GBP Daily. Shoot me a message, shoot me a tweet. I'm always down to shoot the shit with you guys. So thanks again for joining, and let's get a win tonight. I'll catch you guys later.